Hey, it's Cornhole Mish here, and I want to talk about what to do when you get stuck in a rut in Cornhole. It happens, right? And there's two instances in which I see this happen. The first is when you go from being a horrible player to a fairly decent player, right? So you'll finally start making more bags in the hole. Maybe your bag's looking flatter, spitting better, or whatever your style is, it's going in the hole more often than it was before, and you're feeling like maybe you're getting pretty good at this. And then you hit this rut. This happens for just about everybody, and the reason why this happens is because there needs to be this transition that happens when you go from in the learning stage of the sport into the automation stage. And people tend to miss that signal of when they're supposed to get on that new on-ramp, and they try to continue to operate from their heads. And so what they do is they think, man, I gotta practice more, or I gotta tweak things because it's not working the way that it used to work. The truth is, it is still working. You just forgot to switch into automation, which means you have to be in the body, not in the head. And you know this because intuitively you're going to tell yourself, I gotta get out of my head. So the language is correct. Your body's giving you the right signals. It's saying, trust me, get into automation. We've got our shot down. It's time to just let me do my thing. And then you do your practice to drill in your reps. And so when we miss that transition, our game starts to really decline because now we start tweaking and we're going back into the learning phase, which keeps us in our heads. And it won't work. We have to eventually get out of the learning phase into automation, let our body do what we taught it to do, and just trust that that will happen by being in the body. So that's the first rut. The second rut is when we go to learn a new shot. So maybe you want to, now that you've got your slide down, you want to work on your air mails or your rolls or your cuts or your pushes. And so in your game, you're now in that learning phase again with a specific shot. You don't necessarily need that with your slide shot anymore, but because you haven't yet learned how to go from learning phase to automation, the minute you go back into the learning phase for a different shot, you get stuck there for your slide shot. Now all of a sudden you're back in that same place you were before, you're back in that rut, and you're thinking, man, I used to be able to slide bags in the hole and now I can't. What's going on here? So those are the two ruts that you can get into, and the solution is the same for both of them. It's just understanding when to be in the learning phase and when to be in automation. And I want you to really master getting into automation and staying there. And that's exactly what I teach you in my new course. I'm super excited about it. You're going to learn 3 things. You're going to learn how to get in the body and stay there, which puts you in automation. You're going to learn how to understand your self-talk, your negative self-talk, and how to switch into positive self-talk, because you need that when you start to get in your head to shift you back into your body. And the third thing is to have unwavering confidence, because the only way to tackle this sport is to be confident, but that confidence has to be from an actual grounded, real foundation, not based on how much you practice, not based on the fact that you won the last game. It has to be deeper than that. It can't be that inconsistent. It has to really be there. So those are the 3 things I'm going to teach you in the course. It's only $30, and you can get started with the link below in the description. So jump on that and let's get you out of your ruts into pure automation for more consistent cornhole play, and also get you out of your heads, which is a lot more fun.